What's up? We are back streaming. Went to the studio this morning to get a couple of things. I'll be moving to Kobe next month. Next month I'm going to the UK to do some tattoos in Buntingford, Bishop's Stortford area. And then when I come back to Japan after that, I'll be moving over to Kobe, Osaka area. Hopefully do some more tattoos over there. But yeah, for now, for today, I'm gonna be sketching out some lady faces, some sort of traditional lady faces. Yeah, let's go, let's get to it. As always, with most heads, start off with a circle. You can barely see it, but it's there. I can see it. Slowly, it'll get darker, and then I've been doing at quite a bigger of an angle, like a 3/4 sort of angle, but I've realised that I prefer them at a bit less of an angle, a bit more straight on. It makes the features sort of fit a bit better. Then mark out the eyebrow area roughly. Mark out the eye sockets really, as you would do with any other head or face. So most of these streams will be quiet. It will just be me drawing. There's no background music. There's just a bit of background AC noise. Japan is hot, man. Japan is real hot. Especially Fukuoka, where I'm at the moment. It's very humid, very hot. Super nice though. Super nice. But yeah, so once you've got that, the basics of eye sockets, you can get on with the eyes. I like doing them a little bit sort of upward, and since this head is ever so slightly tilted downward, I'm gonna allow some of the top eyelid to overlap the eye, so you can see a bit more of it. And that's one eye. The eye socket placement is not perfect. Not to worry. These are just guidelines anyway. Far eye slightly smaller. Make the eyelid overlap a little bit. Just a little bit. And these eye socket sort of things, they mark out the top eyelid. So mark that out. Mark that out here as well. The nose. So with traditional sort of style, certain features are exaggerated, certain features are made smaller. So usually the eyes are a lot bigger, and the nose is a bit smaller, the lips are also big. Just sort of make it look like a cute lady face, I guess. And then draw the bridge of the nose, that helps mark out where the eyebrows go. For the pupils and the irises, so where the eyes are going to be looking, for the sake of character, I usually do them a little bit to the side. But personal preference, try stuff out, see what you like the most, and just fucking go for it. Just keep testing stuff out until you find what you like. Once I've got them features sort of placed, and they're not perfectly placed, this is still the first layer of the sketch, but once that's down, then I can mark out the mouth as well. The mouth is a bit of a, I mean, I guess it's trickier than it seems, but it's not tricky as such. And the shape is quite basic, it's just the typical lips. But it's tricky in the sense that the distance between the nose and the lips can make it look really off. Big bottom lip. Bottom lips tend to be bigger than top lips. Do a bit of a curve there. Just give it a bit of volume. And then yeah, so one of the biggest changes I've made to my lady faces recently is to make them a bit more round. So I used to make the contour of the face really marked and sort of really try and show the cheekbone and the little lip sort of bulge area. But recently I've changed it, and I've decided that I prefer how it looks when it's just a very straight round sort of shape. Straight round. Just not getting too fancy with it. Simple. That's sort of the basic lady face structure. For this one, I'm gonna make a nurse lady face. So let's mark out the eyebrows now. The other eyebrow. Just softly, because the eyebrows, I find like adjusting the height of them and that kind of stuff can make a big difference. So I don't mark them out too hard at first. And a little bit of a slight angle upward to show the eye socket to the eyebrow area. And this has been marked out. Oh yeah, I went to the studio today, and I didn't know there was this artist working there. And when I asked for her Instagram, just to have a look at her work, she had 110k followers. She's fucking crazy. Apologies for the swearing. It is what it is, tough shit. But yeah, 110k followers. And here's me with my like 700 followers on Instagram. Fine line artist. respectable. But with that kind of work, you can make endless content, because you might be able to tattoo sort of. I mean, I know another fine line artist, MYB.Ink. I know she can do up to like 6, 7, 8 tattoos a day. So yeah. I mean, that's the goal, isn't it? Especially a fine line artist. Although Mia, she's MYB, recently been moving into slightly bigger pieces. I've seen her do some back pieces recently and stuff, which is cool. Cool to see. But, so since we've drawn this sphere thing, and draw that, sort of place it there. And also in terms of proportions, as I said before, some proportions are exaggerated, some are sort of made a bit smaller. Eyes and lips exaggerated, nose and ears tend to be a bit smaller. This might be a little bit too small. But yeah, I'm going to cover most of it anyway with this hairband thing, with the typical nurse sort of head thing. Yeah, I'm going to cover the ear mostly. I've got a bit confused, I've confused myself a bit. So let's just go back to the nose bit. If you don't like something, rubber, that's what it's there for. Nope. Don't like that either. Maybe slow it down a little bit and really make sure you know what you're doing. Let's do the volume of the head first. about that Instagram thing. Crazy. 110k followers. Followers don't mean you're a good tattooer. They mean you take your work seriously. You can't get 110k followers. You can't get 10k followers without taking barber work seriously. So, yeah. I see a lot of people hating on tattooers with loads of followers. Like, oh, tattoo, it doesn't mean quality. It means consistency on the marketing side of the job, which is so important. I'm not good at that. I'll get better. I think I'm starting to find a bit more of a gap in how to market myself. I mean, I'm not great at it right now, but if I keep posting on YouTube frequently, which honestly I think I will do because I enjoy these sessions. It makes me take the drawing session seriously. So yeah, if I'm consistent on this and I can produce enough content to be consistent on Instagram, it's just a matter of time. Also quality of work. The more I draw, the better I feel my work gets. And I think it definitely translates. Also, it's not the same being a alright, so this is how I divide it. There's content creators that you scroll through, they're really interesting, satisfying to watch. And then there's others that are you're actually interested in, and that you will message or really like pay attention to their work, it talks to you in some way. And I think that's the lane I want to be in. I'd rather have sort of 1,000 followers that get tattoos than have 30,000 that scroll past me. This is just a concept idea. I'm need to get better at hair as well. But hey, it's all a process. It's all a process. Cool, now that we've done it with the soft pencil, and we've got that ready, sorry, the harder pencil, and we've got that sort of basic sketch ready, can move on to the darker pencil and start marking things out a bit more. A bit darker. More confident lines. Also, this is it. This is what the final contour lines are. There was also the client that was getting a tattoo from this artist. She was Japanese, but she spoke amazing English. She said that her mum, I think her mum works with people in the American military or something like that. And she learned English that way. Cool story. That's another thing about tattoos that's super underrated. The people you meet when you're tattooing, all the stories you hear. Especially if you're in a cool sort of area. You will hear so many stories. Like, I love it when I get a client that's sort of, yeah, I've been sober for 2 years. No alcohol, no drugs for 2 years. Super inspiring. It's a bit of a floating head, this one actually. Whilst I really do like the design, and I like how my lady heads have developed. I need to add a bit more context to them. And then this is just sketching. When I do the final sheet, I'll come down to it. Thinking of doing like a sort of lady head holding a snake. Choose something more funky, something more fun, a bit more of a composition, a bit more of a piece. Let's move this about. These folds don't seem to make sense to me. So change them around. I'm going to make this follow a different sort of wave. So that was a bit too straight, and I want it to be more like a round. Maybe even finish as slow as this one. Yeah, I like that better. I don't really like that better. I think that's the idea, but just a little bit less. let's just go with that. This is a sketch. What the fuck happened there? Oh, battery. Cool. 1 sec. Are we back? We're back. Way back. Cool. That's one there. Just a concept sketch. Practicing my lady faces. That's it. Not much more to it. Sweet. Let's do another one. Well, actually, I'm just gonna get some food. For now, we'll come back to this. I'll leave the stream going.